Hi everyone. Today we'll be examining the evolution, significance, and literary value of graphic novels. Graphic novels are defined as a type of text combining words and images, essentially functioning as a comic, but presented as a complete story in book form rather than a periodical. The history of graphic novels brings together various forms of visual storytelling, evolving over centuries to become the literary form it is today. Early examples of sequential art can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Egyptian hieroglyphics, which combine images and text to tell stories and document events, are amongst the earliest form of visual narrative. Similarly, the Roman Trajan's column, a monumental column carved with continuous frieze depicting Emperor Trajan's victory in the Dacian Wars, serves as an early example of storytelling through a sequence of images. In the 19th century, the development of political cartoons in newspapers and magazines marked a significant evolution in visual storytelling. The early 20th century saw the rise of comic strips in newspapers, which became a beloved form of entertainment for a broad audience. The 1930s and 1940s introduced the golden age of comic books, with the emergence of the iconic superhero characters like Superman and Batman. These comic books, published in serialized form, captivated young readers and became a significant part of American pop culture. During the 1960s and 70s, the underground comics movement pushed the boundaries of the medium by addressing adult themes and countercultural content. Artists like Robert Crumb produced works that challenged societal norms and expanded the scope of what comics could address. The 21st century has seen the graphic novel genre expand significantly, with works covering a wide array of genres, including memoir, historical fiction, fantasy, and social commentary. The advent of digital comics and webcomics has further broadened the accessibility and diversity of graphic storytelling, allowing creators from around the world to share their stories with a global audience. Graphic novels hold a unique place in the literary and artistic world due to their hybrid nature, combining visual art with narrative text. This combination allows for enhanced storytelling, where illustrations can vividly convey emotions, setting, and action, thereby deepening the reader's engagement and understanding. Graphic novels are being increasingly utilized in educational settings, as their visual format helps make complex subjects more accessible and engaging, supporting literacy and critical thinking skills across all age groups and reading abilities. Adding to that, graphic novels provide a platform for diverse voices and underrepresented perspectives, offering readers insight to different cultures, experiences, and identities. This representation creates empathy and broadens readers' worldviews. The cultural impact of graphic novels is profound, influencing various media, including film, television, and video games. Iconic characters and stories from graphic novels resonate globally, shaping popular culture and societal conversations. Additionally, the medium encourages artistic innovation and experimentation, allowing creators to push the boundaries of traditional storytelling with visual styles and narrative structures. Personal and historical narratives are particularly powerful in graphic novels, as seen in the works of Strappi, Betschel, and Spiegelman. These authors use format to provide intimate and complex accounts of individual and collective experiences, addressing significant social and political issues.
In this module, we read graphic novels from 3 different authors, so let us learn a bit more about them. Our first author is Marjane Satrapi. Marjane Satrapi is an Iranian-born French graphic novelist best known for her autobiographical graphic novel, Persepolis. The work chronicles her childhood and early adult years in Iran during and after the Islamic Revolution. It demonstrates the literary merit of graphic novels through its rich autobiographical and historical narrative, exploring complex themes such as identity, freedom, and oppression. Next, we have Alison Bechdel. Alison Bechdel is an American cartoonist best known for her graphic memoir, Fun Home, a Family Tragicomic. The memoir explores her relationship with her father. her coming out as a lesbian, and her journey to understanding her own sexual identity. Bechdel's use of literary allusion, coupled with detailed visuals, enhances the depth of her memoir, allowing for a nuanced exploration of identity and family dynamics that mirrors the sophistication found in high literature. Art Spiegelman is an American cartoonist best known for his Pulitzer Prize-winning graphic novel, Mouse. It is a seminal work in the graphic novel genre, depicting Spiegelman's father's experiences during the Holocaust with Jews drawn as mice and Nazis as cats. It highlights the graphic novel's ability to tackle profound themes like memory and trauma. Using anthropomorphized characters and a dual narrative structure enhances the story, while the visual elements provide emotional and psychological depth, showing that graphic novels can achieve literary success. These examples illustrate how graphic novels blend narrative complexity, thematic richness, and visual artistry to create works that are compelling and significant as traditional literary forms. During our Blackboard discussions, we were asked to define what literature is. A lot have answered that literature is work, a written work that convey deeper meaning, emotions, or experiences. It is something that works with our imagination, a way to express and convey cultural and societal issues that usually has a lasting impact on its readers. Just like the story Persepolis, written by Marjane Satrapi, wherein she shared her childhood experiences. Upon reading her works, it shows how this way of writing has a narrative power and emotional depth. It leaves me with the impression that instead of judging people solely based on their background, we can use it to help us understand why they are who they are.
Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi is an amazing piece of work, and it falls directly under the definition of literature created by this class in the second discussion post. This definition was a tool that is used by people to creatively express ideas through language. Persepolis does exactly that, and it is for those reasons that we believe graphic novels and Persepolis should be considered literature. Some may believe that graphic novels should not be considered literature because of their heavy reliance on visuals, which can overshadow the traditional emphasis on the written word. This format may result in simplified narratives and character development by prioritizing visual appeal over a deep literary exploration. The dual focus on both literature and textual elements complicates academic analysis, potentially diluting the study of literary techniques. However, one could also argue that images in and of themselves act as a language, and that their use in any written work only adds value to the literary meaning by helping the reader understand what the author wants the reader to understand. Images being used as a language can be seen in many forms throughout history, such as the signs and symbols deaf people used to communicate in sign language, and the hieroglyphics that ancient Egyptians used to communicate with each other in their language. Despite not putting full emphasis on written words, graphic novels and Persepolis should be considered literature, and they are literature.